I was born May 6th, 1856. My father was a gentleman. My mother called him Jacob. She also called him a failure and a good-for-nothing. I called him Papa. He called me Samuel, Simon, Solomon, or any other names that started with an S. Anything but Sigmund. In a matter of weeks after my birth, I had a hunch that sex would play an important part in my life. You might say the beginning of everything for me. And this woman, I'll never forget the first time I saw her. It was a classic case of love at first sight.
What is it?
It's our son.
No, it can't be. It's all red and wrinkled.
Oh, my Liebes.
Is it any wonder that I lost my heart at such a tender age to my own remarkable, beautiful, ravishing mother?
I
Hiya,
could save
Papa.
10 groschen if I... What? Oh, hello there, young man.
Papa, it's me, Siggy. I'm 7 now.
Oh. Oh, Sigmund. Of course. How are you, my boy?
Fine, Papa. Papa, can I talk to you just for a minute?
Certainly, my boy. Always a pleasure.
My father was a good, kind, hard-working man. But busy as he was, he always found time for me.
Papa.
I had the average happy childhood. But even as a small boy, I had an insatiable thirst for knowledge.
Why are you shining, sun? Why are you singing, bird?
With the precise, inquiring mind of a scientist, I questioned everybody and everything.
Hi, mister.
Hello, mein Kleiner.
Mister, what's that thing hanging down from your horse?
Well, that's the horse's tongue.
Wow.
Oh.
Papa, why is your tongue hanging out?
Oh, that's not my tongue, Siggy. That's Papa's pee-pee.
Mother, do you have a pee-pee like Daddy's?
Oh, no, golden boy.
Mommy, why is Daddy's pee-pee bigger than mine?
I didn't know it was.
That's not very funny, Liebes.
It's not very funny for me either. But Sheldon thinks it's funny. Don't you, Sheldon?
It was this incessant curiosity that led to what was to be one of the major traumas in my life.
Hiya, mister.
Hi.
What you doing?
I'm working, see?
What's in that bucket?
Oh, this is the blood of young boys who ask too many questions.
Can I help?
No.
Please?
I said no.
Aw, please?
God damn, I told you no!
The last thing I remember before fainting was drowning in a sea of blood. The incident was to leave a lasting impression on me. Years later, I diagnosed it as a simple case of latexophobia, or fear of house paint. But until then, I only knew that I was plagued by a deep-rooted, morbid fear of blood.
Well, I don't know what to do, Dr. Bauer. He's been like this ever since the accident.
He's going to be all right, Hofreut. It appears to be only mild shock.
Oh, but I'm so worried about poor little Sheldon. He's been in such a state of agitation over the whole thing. Maybe you could give him a tranquilizer or something.
Of course. You're not to worry about, my dear.
Oh, it's so comforting to have someone to lean on. You see, my husband is absent so much of the time.
Hi, Mama. Hi, Papa.
I'm not your father, son. I'm Dr. Bauer. Go to sleep.
Doctor? What do doctors do?
Don't ask so many questions, Ziggy. Dr. Bauer is a busy man.
I don't mind. It's my pleasure. Doctors cure all illness, disease, and human disorders. Doctors answer all questions and solve all mysteries of the human body. Doctors make people feel better, stay healthier, and live longer.
Wow, I want to be a doctor when I grow up. How do you get to be a doctor, Dr. Bauer?
Call me Uncle Max. You'll have no trouble becoming a doctor, I promise you that. Uncle Max, good as his word, helped me to get into medical school. But it was up to me to get through it. The school seemed rather imposing, rather intimidating. My photographic memory made it very easy for me at first.
Quiet, here comes Dr. Deck.
Who was that? Who was that? Out! I will not have colds in my classroom. There are enough germs in the world without letting them run rampant in an institution whose very reason for being is the elimination of all forms of disease and disorder from the earth. Oh, now then, to review, the nerves of the upper extremities. Will someone kindly respond? All right. Herr Freud, please.
Nerves of the upper extremity. Lateral anterior thoracic nerve, medial anterior thoracic nerve, muscular cutaneous nerve, long thoracic nerve, intercostal brachial nerve.
Yeah, but what a brain. A little freaky, but what a brain.
Yes, I know.
Median nerve, long thoracic nerve, intercostal brachial nerve, ulnar nerve, medial brachial cutaneous nerve, medial antebrachial cutaneous nerve, radial nerve.
Fine, Freud, fine. Would you please see me after class?
Yes, Herr Professor.
Sit down, Freud. I will be with you in a moment. Ugh, these dirty classrooms, dirty papers, dirty books, dirty jokes, and dirty, filthy students. There we are. Now then, Freud, I want to commend you on your fine scholastic work.
Thank you, Herr Professor.
You must apply the knowledge you have. According to your records, you haven't taken one clinical course.
Yes, sir, I know that.
Why the procrastination?
I don't know.
You must take the plunge, my boy. Books alone do not a doctor make. And I assume that you do want to be a doctor.
Oh, yes, sir. Ever since I was a child, I've wanted to be a doctor. It's just that,
I know. The germs, isn't it?
Germs?
Yes. Filthy little beasts.
No, sir. It's not the germs. It's,
Well?
Blood.
Blood?
Ever since I was a child, I've had this, terrible fear of blood.
That's nonsense. Germs are one thing. But nice, clean blood, that's nothing to be afraid of. I have an idea, and I hope it doesn't give me a headache. I am going to assign you to a new advisor, Professor Stuckmann.
Stuckmann?
Yes. A great surgeon, great hands, clean, always immaculately clean. He's just the man to help you over this silly blood business.
Ah, good. Dear boys, you are all here.
Good morning, Dr. Stuckmann.
And I am late.
Good morning, Herr
What
Doctor.
a naughty boy I am. Well, now, shall we begin?
Good morning, Professor Stuckmann.
I shall call your name and assign you your very own number. Miller, number 105. Houghton, number 106. Digger, number 107. Oh, what a striking fellow you are, Digger. Freud, number 108.
Strauss, number 109. Von Grotten, number 110. Now, step up to your newfound friend. Lower the sheet to the belly button, and we shall get into it. Get on with it.
Somebody help me, please!
Freud! For heaven's sake, whatever is the matter?
Doctor, please help me. I don't know what I did wrong, but I can't seem to revive him.
Of course you can't revive him, silly boy. That's not a him. That's an it. A cadaver. A corpus delicious. Although not too delicious at that. Anyway, it's dead. As in Dorney. Kaput. Capiche?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so terribly sorry. Oh, I never even knew him.
Someone has to be a cadaver, you know? It's merely an object on which to perform assorted atrocities. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Just pull yourself together and let's get on with it.
Excuse me, Professor Stupman. Did you order this leg?
No, my silly little clam. Out. Gentlemen, take your number 5 scalpel. That's the big, shiny one. Proceed in a perpendicular direction from the abdomen to the thorax. Try and keep your cut ever so straight. Remember, you get extra points for neatness. Now what's the matter? Mein Gott! The poor boy has swooned. It must be the excitement of it all. Has anyone tried lip to lip? Never mind, I'll do it myself.
What's the matter? You're not eating.
He hates his mother's cooking. Or else, he loves his mother, and he's just trying to punish her.
No, it's not that, Mother. It's just that I'm worried about finishing medical school.
Not finish. Not become a doctor. Oh, no, I can't bear it. Not another nothing in the family.
Please, dear, let Simon talk.
It's Siggy, Papa.
You see, it's just not how I thought it was going to be at medical school. There's all this work on these bodies.
That seems to make sense.
Hello. Hello, Jacob. Having fun? And how's our brilliant young medical student?
Oh, fine. I fainted today in the cadaver lab. I'm afraid I'm going to have to drop out of medical school.
Drop out? It's not this silly old aversion to blood.
It's not just the blood this time, it's everything.
Everything?
Everything about the human body. Tissues, nerves, platelets, bones, heartbeats, spit.
Oh, Ziggy, not at the dinner table.
Come on.
Uncle Max, please. How can I possibly study medicine when the thought of anything physical makes me sick? Maybe I could be a lawyer instead.
Don't be ridiculous. Lawyers don't make a fraction of what doctors do. If you just concentrate on getting what you do.
Attention. All available personnel, please proceed immediately to emergency room. Attention. All available personnel, please proceed immediately to emergency room.
Oh, nurse, what's wrong? What's happened?
Train wreck. Blood is all over the place. 75 people injured. A terrible mess. We need you, doctor.
Oh, Dr. Foy, may I trouble you for a moment?
Certainly. How can I be of assistance?
Oh, I can't quite manage. I'm right-handed. Dr. Floyd, what's the matter? You look kind of sick. Can I get you something?
I give up.
I don't understand.
I'm not a doctor. I will never be a doctor.
Of course you're a doctor. You're a resident here, aren't you?
It doesn't mean a thing. I'm a fraud. I'm just passing myself off as a doctor. I can't even bandage a simple cut without feeling...
I don't understand. How'd you get this far?
Luck. Bad luck. Also very good grades.
But aren't you studying surgery under Dr. Stupman?
Yeah, but it's a joke. He thinks I have a special talent. I have a special talent for being a miserable failure and a coward.
Look, I'm sorry to bother you with all of this.
Oh, it's no bother. Martha Bernays.
Freud, Sigmund Freud.
Oh, yeah, I already know. I asked one of your nurses what your name was.
You did? Why?
Promise you won't be angry.
Why would I be angry?
Because I'm in love with you, and every fiber of my being lusts after you with a passion I can hardly control.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you around.
Yeah, you'll see me around. Siggy.
Herr Weinberg, this man has had a circumcision. I used pinking shears on this one. It's all right, Freud. It won't bite you. Good, huh? Teeny-weeny little stitches make for teeny-weeny little scars. I favor a simple embroidery stitch, more decorative, huh? How are you feeling, my friend?
Fine, Doctor, fine.
I guess I took off a little too much. One of my finest efforts. A very complicated procedure, this. The small intestine was badly occluded. It had to go. I removed the small intestine and joined the large intestine directly to the gallbladder. No one has ever dared attempt such a thing before. I shall write this one up.
Dr. Stutman, the patient has died.
I know, but my surgery shall live on. Come, it's time for your final surgical exam. I have tried to impart to you just some of my vast knowledge. I have given you special attention because I recognize in you a kindred spirit, a sensitive artistic soul, all the makings of a great surgeon. And now, dear boy, it's up to you. Did I ever tell you you have beautiful eyes?
The patient is ready, Doctor.
Dr. Ford, I've been looking all over for you. I just want to wish you luck.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you.
Oh, no, it's not kind at all. After all, I want you to succeed. You are the man I love.
Love? But you don't even know me.
But I had only to look into your eyes. You have the most passionate eyes. Really, you do. You do. The first time I saw them, they triggered desires in me I never even knew I had. I felt as though I had been asleep all these years and was just waiting for someone to come and arouse me and turn me into the warm, passionate woman that I was always meant to be. Do you find me too forward?
Well, I don't know. See, I don't have too much experience with women.
Oh, that's all right. We have our whole lives ahead of us.
Ah, there you are, dear boy. And who is this little persimmon?
Oh, I'm a new nurse's aide, Dr. Martha Bernays.
Bernays? Mayonnaise? Hollandaise? I can taste it now. Well, Freud, it's time to begin. Don't be nervous. It's a simple appendectomy. Basic procedure. Incision, removal of appendix, and then closure. Using your choice of stitches, of course.
Scalpel. Scalpel.
Clamps.
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 Retractor.
Retractor.
Retractor. Retractor.
Sponge.
Sponge. Sponge. Sponge.
Sutures.
Sutures. Sutures. Sutures. Sutures.
Sutures? Freud! What on earth? You haven't done a thing. You haven't even made your primary incision. For heaven's sakes, that just won't do. It won't do at all. Now, let's get in and get that little devil out of there. See, it's just a snip here, swab, darling, and a snip there. A masterpiece. Let's tidy up a little. What's the matter with him? You finish it, girls.
Yes, doctor.
Well, I was wrong. I admit it. Surgery is definitely not your cup of tea. What a pity. We could have done such beautiful exploratories together. But don't worry, I have an idea. Diagnostics. That's the trick. Just the thing for you. Diagnostics. Perfect, really. No cutting to speak of. Dull, but safe.
Has Herr Schmidt had his medicine?
Yes, at 2 p.m.
Maybe it's the fever or the flu.
Well, gentlemen. Okay now. Freud, it's your turn. Please make your diagnosis. Well, Dr. Freud, what do you say?
Sir, it looks to me like a classic case of diphtheria in the very early stages. You see, the temperature...
Never mind. Got that? Freud says diphtheria.
Got it.
Freud, give me your 20 kronen.
20 kronen? What for?
Can't pay, can't play. Coffee tap cuckoo. Come on, 20 kronen.
This is getting expensive.
Okay. Everybody in, somebody win. Pick the lucky one, Schimmel.
Rotten luck, it's Hitchcock's disease.
Hitchcock's disease? That's me. I won.
Very good, Held. Congratulations. Here's your winnings, minus my cut, of course. Now, Schimmel, treat this man for Hitchcock's.
Yes, sir. Right after lunch.
Now then, who's in on the VD pool?
I am.
Hello?
Oh, Dr. Freud.
Fine. I've lost 50 kronen already to Dr. Gruber. I'm afraid if I continue on in this vein, I'm not going to be able to afford to become a doctor.
Well, that's too bad, particularly since I have some disappointing news for you.
What?
I'm not going to be able to marry you after all.
Marry me?
Yes, I've thought it over. I'm just not going to throw myself away on a loveless marriage. It's too one-sided. I'm just too easily hurt. I'm sorry if it upsets you, but that is the way I feel about it.
Miss Burnett.
Please do not say another word about it. The talk is cheap. I only ask that you think of me now and again, and when you think of me, please think of me with fondness. Farewell, my Sigmund.
This cocaine, a strange drug indeed. It had a peculiar, bitter taste, yet it gave me a mild exhilaration, a feeling of alertness and much more energy. I must delve into this a little further.
Oh!
Mother!
Siggy.
Papa! Uncle Max!
Wear glasses. And how it's going, dear boy?
Well, I'm afraid diagnostics is not my field.
Oh, Ziggy, I wish you'd settle down to one thing or another. First it's diagnostics, then it's something else. What is this?
Oh, this is just some medicine. I'm doing some research.
Research? That's it. Research.
What?
Lots of slides, lots of studies, lots of writing papers, lots of asking and answering questions. You will love it. And besides, it's good for your brain.
Brain research. Brain research. It sounded good. It sounded cerebral. It sounded heady. Bloodless. So very right for me. How wrong I was.
Good morning, gentlemen. Please be seated. This gentleman is a normal brain. It led a normal life, died a normal death. But here, on the other hand, we have the diseased brain of a homicidal maniac. A very interesting case. He killed his father, then he raped his sister, and he was considering the same fate for his mother just before he killed her. Lovely boy, huh? And only 4 years old. He tortured his younger brother to death. A year later, he somehow managed to escape from the authorities and roamed around the countryside killing dogs. Actually, they were small puppies. He tortured and killed other such animals, all in their infant stage. Cuddly baby rabbits, baby duckies, their little piglets, und so. Now, what do we learn from this? A normal brain here, a diseased brain here. It is my belief that the deeper we delve into this organ, the more we will know about their distorted personality. And so, each will take a smidgen, and we get to work with the microscope. Ah, it's beautiful. So, here we are. And Dr. Freud?
That did it. There was nothing left for me to do but to start my own practice. How very appropriate it seemed, the practice of medicine. I knew I could practice, practice, and practice, and with luck, I would still never ever get it right. Martha.
Hello, Dr. Freud. What are you doing here?
I live here.
Oh, how nice for you.
What have you been doing with yourself?
Why do you ask? Haven't you heard me enough already? Now you want to pry into my social schedule, find out that I do nothing all day long but sit in my lonely little room all alone with no one to care, no one to share my moments of agonizing solitude? Oh, you cool, cool man.
I'm terribly sorry. I had no idea.
Oh, that's all right. Not to worry. Oh, I see you're opening your own practice.
Yeah, I start tomorrow.
Oh, I'll come and work for you.
Oh, well, that's very nice, but I could not possibly afford to pay.
Oh, that's all right. I'll do it as a labor of love, purely platonic, of course. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9.
Oh, but wait, Miss Bernays, please, one moment.
I'm sorry, the doctor is not receiving this morning.
Ziggy, open the door this minute. Oh, Ziggy, when are you going to get down to business?
Get down to business, Mother. I have no patience.
Well, why aren't you out in the streets getting them? This city is full of sick people.
It's not ethical for a doctor to solicit.
And what is ethical about being in medicine? And is it ethical for a doctor's mother to starve to death?
Mother, you're not starving to death. There's plenty of food in the kitchen. Please.
Oh, food. Is that all you can think about at a time like this? You talk to him. He's your son. I give up.
Hi, Solomon. How's it going?
Oh, fine, Papa. Just fine. Fine, thank you. How are you?
Not so bad, not so bad. I have a terrific new item. I think it will really sell. A revolutionary way of closing clothes. Look! Buttons.
Ziggy, there's a woman here to see you. She claims she's not a patient.
Miss Bernays.
I am so sorry I'm late.
No, my mother, Miss Bernays.
Oh, charmed.
My father, Herr Freud, Miss Bernays. Miss Bernays is going to assist me in the practice.
Oh, how on earth are we ever going to pay her?
Oh, no, Frau Freud. I don't want money. I will work for Herr Doctor for nothing.
Oh, how very nice. Volunteer work. Come, Jacob. Let's let the two of them get on with it.
Yes. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Enchanté, Mademoiselle Bernay.
Absolutely not. He's away on holiday. Try Dr. Strauss. He's on the next street.
Dr. Freud, Mrs. Kuperman's little boy swallowed a safety pin.
Open or closed?
It was open, and it was big, and I'm worried. I'm really...
There, now, don't be worried. Unfortunately, I only treat closed safety pins. But Dr. Strauss on the next street is a specialist in open everything. Open safety pins, open sores, open heart surgery. So you follow the carriage driver outside. He's in trouble, too. He will be happy to help you.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, there's my golden boy. Max, this is Miss Bernays. She's doing volunteer work for Ziggy. This is Dr. Bauer.
Charming.
Pleased to meet you, Dr. Bauer.
Max, don't they make a cute couple?
Cute, yes. Very cute indeed.
Thank you, Frau Freud.
Miss Bernays. Bernays, your family is in sauces, I believe.
Only as much as I can drink.
Oh, I don't quite understand exactly what kind of work does your father do?
Oh, he's in chimneys.
Ah, in the construction business.
No, he's in chimneys. He's in and out of them all day long. He sweeps them, you see.
May I ask you a personal question?
Why, certainly.
Does your family have any money at all?
Money? No. Why should they?
Ah, I might have known. I am surrounded by schlemiels.
Siggy, I'll send you a patient.
Oh, that's very generous.
A patient? Uncle Max, I don't think I'm quite ready for a patient. You know, I must write letters.
Come on, Siggy, there's nothing wrong with this patient. It's all in her head. Nobody can cure her, and nobody can help her either. Just see her and collect your fee. She and her husband will be here tomorrow at 10.
Now what am I going to do?
Don't worry. I'll be right here.
Well, you've been a tremendous help to me already, Miss Bernays. I hope someday soon I might be able to repay you.
Oh, I'm sure something wonderful will arise.
Put her down on my examining table.
Oh, this is not an examining table. It's a couch. Put it down, Hans.
Yeah, actually, it's the latest thing in examining tables. The idea is to make the patient feel more comfortable.
So get up. I see. That makes sense. Well, doctor?
If you would be so kind as to wait outside while I make my examination, Herr Hermann.
If you wish.
Thank you. Well, now then, Frau Hermann, what seems to be the trouble? You can tell me I'm a doctor. Are you in pain? Does anything hurt?
Swinging that watch. You've hypnotized me.
Hypnotized? Hypnotized, of course. Dr. Charcot, Paris. Hypnosis. What a stroke of luck. I must make a note of this. April 18th, 1885. Have discovered hypnosis does work. The watch cure. Now then, Frau Hermann.
Call me Emmeline, Doctor. And come sit right here. My, you have beautiful hands.
Please, Frau Hermann, we must get to the bottom of your condition.
I'm not talking anymore.
Come now. A penny for your thoughts.
Make it 2 kronen, sweetie, and you're in business.
All right. 2 kronen it is.
Now I'm all yours, Doctor.
Frau Hermann, I must find out what is wrong with your legs. Why can't you? Why can't you?
I want to wake up now.
But you are awake.
No, I'm not. I'm hypnotized, I told you. You have to snap your fingers to wake me up. Don't you know anything, silly?
All right. But I want you to keep talking.
Hello, Dr. Freud.
Herr Hermann! Please, come in. I have very good news for you.
News?
She can speak. Say something, Frau Hermann.
Hello, sir.
Oh, she called me sir. It's a miracle. How did you do it, Doctor?
Hypnosis.
Hypnosis? What is that exactly?
It's a bit complicated for the layman to understand.
What about her legs? Can she move them now?
Perhaps this time. Herr Hermann, could you bring her again tomorrow?
Hans, tomorrow it is. Now
careful. Slowly, Hans. Don't hurt her, my darling. She is...
Herr Hermann, may I have a moment with you, please?
Oh, anytime. What can I do for you?
Do you have your wife on an allowance?
Oh, she can have anything she wants. All she needs to do is to ask.
I think an allowance is important. I don't know why, but I think it may help her condition. I suggest perhaps 2 kronen a day. With the technique we call hypnosis, I have opened up a whole new branch of bloodless medicine. I have actually cured or half cured someone all through the mind. No bleeding, no cutting, basically no bodily contact.
That's wonderful, Dr. Freud. Only I don't know what you see in that woman.
What woman?
Frau Hermann. You spent so much time alone with her today, all alone.
But Miss Bernays, you do not understand. She is my patient. It is because of her that I have proven hypnosis to be effective. She has enabled me to reach the secret parts of the human mind, the unconscious, which suggests to me a whole new attack on the problem of hysteria, which...
Well, anyway, she's flat-chested.
I am really not following you, Miss Bernays.
Please, call me Martha.
Perhaps you would come to tea on Sunday.
To tea? On Sunday? At your house? Oh, I'd be delighted. Oh, I'd be just honored. And please tell your lovely mother not to fuss. I'll make my very best raisin strudel. In fact, I will come early and I will prepare the tea. I'll make a wonderful tea. I put a little cinnamon in it. You'll love it.
Oh, that's all right. I really would not want you to bother.
Oh, no, don't be silly. It's no bother whatsoever. It's just that I do want to know where she keeps things because it's very difficult to work in a kitchen that you're not familiar with. Maybe I'll just come the night before and we'll do a sort of a dress rehearsal.
No, that's really not necessary. Really. Anyway, I should be going now. I must prepare my notes for my next session with Frau Hermann.
All right. All right. Well, maybe then I'll just stay up and I'll do sort of dress rehearsal at my house tonight, and I'll make the strudel, and then if anything goes wrong, I can correct it. You see what I mean? And then I'll boil the water and make the tea.
Recognize me? And who, may I ask, are you?
I am Dr. Freud, Dr. Sigmund Freud.
Ah, the good doctor. Allow me to present myself. I am the Archangel Gabriel.
Archangel Gabriel.
Dr. Bauer didn't tell you I was coming?
Yes, he did. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. You've given me quite a fright here.
Ah, yes. That's what the Virgin Mary said. Well, I said to get the swaddling crows ready.
What on earth?
Mother, I'd like you to meet the Angel Gabriel.
Is this some sort of joke?
The work of the Lord is no joke.
This is the... He was referred to me by Uncle Max.
Oh, I see. How do you do, Mr. Gabriel?
My mother, Mrs. Freud.
Charmed, I'm sure. Madam, how do you feel about original sin?
Which one? There are so many.
I know. Isn't it wonderful? Well, I am off. The pearly gates close at 6 o'clock. And the sun is arisen. Goodbye, Mr. Freud. Thank you very much for your help. Madam, it's been a pleasure. And now I must fly back to heaven to wait my Lord. Goodbye!
Oh, Siegmund, you let a perfectly good patient fly away.
Do you remember this watch?
No, I don't. But it's a very pretty watch. An heirloom?
Just watch the watch.
But what am I watching the watch for, Dr. Freud? Are you concerned about the time?
No, no. I want you to sleep. Can't you sleep?
No. Why don't you try swinging it?
Now, how are we feeling, Frau Hermann?
I feel nice. Why don't you try me?
Well, it's about the legs. Do you think you can move your legs?
Are you kidding? I can move my legs, and for 20 kronen, I can move a whole lot more. This would have to page through the nose.
What are you doing, nurse?
Nothing. Just checking to see if my assistant is required.
What's going on?
I don't know. Some kind of doctor.
So?
How sad. Your wife must have been a good-looking woman in her day.
Must keep calm. All this is bad for my heart.
Wake up. How are you feeling, Frau Hermann?
I feel fine, Dr. Freud.
Big favor. I want you to walk. Please, for me, try. Please try for me.
Please, come in.
Doctor, how's the hypnosis going? You are standing on your own little feet again, isn't it?
Frau Hermann, would you mind waiting outside while I have a few words with your husband?
I can manage. It's all right. Thank you, Hans.
Now then, Herr Hermann, I think we have definitely cleared up the problem. Just one thing. We spoke about the allowance. I would like you to raise it to 20 kronen a day.
20 kronen?
Yeah, it's important. You see, your wife is still very much like a child. One must reward her for getting better.
Right. I will, doctor. I can assure you. How much do I owe you?
Oh, my usual payment in this type of a case is...
500 kronen.
Done. And here is a little extra as a token of my appreciation. Kiss the hand. Servus, Herr Doctor.
1,000 kronen. Martha, wait until Mother sees this.
Oh, this verstunken strudel. Ziggy, I won't have it. She's obviously after our money.
Mother, with the exception of the 1,000 kronen I received from Herr Hermann, we have no money.
Well, she doesn't know this, does she? I forbid you ever to see her again. She doesn't even know how to dress. And her hair, oh. Also, she is much too thin, so I don't know what you see in her.
I'm going to marry her.
Marry her? Miss Raisenstrudel? Oh, it's not possible. She has nothing to offer you. No money, no connections, no class. Nothing for your profession or my old age. Oh, unless, of course, you're planning to open a bakery.
I have put the question to her. She has given me an answer.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. She said yes.
That's right. Now we're planning a wedding for June 15th.
And a Merry Christmas to you, sir. Thank you, young man. Oh, getting too old for this. Thank you.
I wish you happy happy season's greetings, but you know it's only April.
April? I thought you were having a heat wave. You see, it's a business, Dr. Freud, a tradition. And I have the responsibility to keep it going on. Oh, what I wouldn't give to live a normal life. So sick of wearing this damn red all the time. And this lousy beard makes me itch and break out. But the worst part, Dr. Freud, is I would love to meet a nice girl. Settle down. Maybe raise a few little baby claws.
That really should not be a problem. A cheerful, interesting person like you.
You don't know, Doctor. You just don't know. I haven't had a date in years. Never had a meaningful relationship. And as for my sex life, forget it.
There are always difficulties in any relationship. Saint, Herr Claus, I'm going to ask you to try a little something for me. I want you to lie back down here. To lie back and relax. First, relax. Let everything go, all the tension. Close the eyes. I am going to count to 3. When I do, you will open your eyes, and you will focus on the object I have in my right hand. Keep the eyes closed. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Doctor, you are a sly one. Aha. You want me to give you a new watch for Christmas, don't you?
This is not working.
I told you I wasn't normal, Doctor.
But if I can't hypnotize you, how can I help you over these delusions?
Forget the delusions, Doctor. It's my sex life I'm worried about. Well, I must get going. I want to be home for the holidays. Dum-de-dum-dum-da-da-da-dum-dum-dum-dum. Well, that's just great. My damn reindeer took off. Huh. Doctor, do you mind walking me home? I have a little apartment in the city here, and we can talk on the way, huh?
I would like to, but I have a friend coming in from Munich.
Doctor, if you don't mind, please.
$5, $10, $15, $20. 20 little Kugelschnuckel.
Well, if it isn't the old sport, what'll it be, sweet papa? Voulez-vous something fast and furious? Or what say we dawdle and do dirty things? How about it?
Don't touch me. Keep away from me.
Come on, Passion Pit. You paid your money, you get your goods.
Help!
Oh, I see. You want to play the old passive and pursue game? Well, I'll get you. Just a second. I'll show you, you sniveling right-up old carrot. I'll kill you, bless you'll never forget. Show you. I'll whip you till you beg for mercy.
Impressive. You've been here long.
Yes, this is my summer home. I hate snow. Ugh. Anyway, you like it, huh?
Quite beautiful.
Yes. The furniture is early Viking. Dr. Freud, I wonder if you would do me a favor.
Sure.
And play catch with me. Would you throw me the ball? Please? Woo! I love to throw the ball. This is so much fun. My daddy used to throw the ball to me all the time. Then one day, he just stopped playing with me.
How old were you then?
I was 37. That's why I hate him. Oh, don't worry. I'll get the ball, and we can play some more. Hey, little ball, where are you?
Funny is that he would not respond to hypnosis. If hypnosis won't work, I wonder what will. Must think. Santa, Herr Claus.
General Napoleon Bonaparte, at your service. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Drink?
No, thank you. Not right now.
I thought I heard you say drink, drink, drink.
No, I said think.
Oh.
We may be onto something here. Let's play a little game.
Oh, are we going to throw the ball again?
No, not this time. In this game, I want you to say the first thing that pops into your head when I say a word. The first word is drink.
Brandy.
Conquest.
Arms.
Hand.
Itch.
Height.
Insecure.
Good. It's working. I may be able to help you. General, your hand, please.
I am much taller than I thought. Thank you, Dr. Freud. You made me very, very happy. Brandy.
Alexander.
Great.
Hero.
Daddy.
Waterloo.
Pee-pee.
Penis.
Short.
Long.
Envy.
Revelation.
Revolution.
1.
Potato.
2.
Potato.
3.
Potato. 4.
5 potatoes.
6 potato. 7 potato. No. Burning.
Rome.
No, my French fried potatoes. They're burning. Excuse me, Dr. Freud. I must turn off the stove.
This man is sicker than I thought. I have a feeling his fixations on these heroes and costumes dates back to his early childhood. This regression of his is leading to these neurotic feelings.
And who are you?
Dr. Freud's the last time I looked. Who are you?
Victoria, Queen of England. What are you doing here? How did you ever get through security?
Whatever happened to Herr Napoleon?
He's indisposed, working on battle plans to conquer the world. Now gather your things and get out of here immediately. How dare you? Such an intrusion. Come. Let's continue our session tomorrow in the office, Dr. Freud. Okay. How much do I owe you up to now?
Oh, well, let me see. I would say 125 kronen.
That much? Would you accept my tiara as a down payment?
I really have no use for a tiara. I would prefer the kronen.
Well, royalty never carries any cash. How about Santa Claus's candy on account?
It was so strange. The man could not be hypnotized. However, I think I may have hit upon something very fascinating. A new way of communicating with the unconscious mind. A key that could actually help to open the door as to why he believes himself to be these heroic types.
That's very interesting, Ziggy.
Yes, and I think I shall call this association.
Association, huh? And what did this crazy pay you for this brilliant idea?
Well, he had run out of kronen, but he gave me some lovely candy canes on account.
Call it free association. That's what it is if you get paid with candy.
Free association. That's very good. I like that. Free association.
Oh, that is good, Mother Ford.
Tell that girl not to call me Mother.
I don't think your mother likes me, Ziggy.
Tell her she's absolutely right.
Tell her I don't understand because all I
Everything
ever
was
tried to do
going
since I
very
came
well
into
in
this
this
house
house
was just
before
be
you
helpful. And I
arrived.
know
You know,
once or
we
twice
were
I was in this
absolutely
kitchen, but
organized.
I just
Now
had to go and
this is
get an
disrupted,
instrument
and
once
that is
in a while. I
disrupted.
didn't
Nothing
know.
organized.
Girls, girls.
I don't like it at all.
What is the matter? Sounds like trouble. Is it Frau Hermann? This is terrible. I'm at a stalemate. I must find a cure for Frau Hermann's malady.
Oh, Ziggy, why don't you try free association with Frau Hermann, only not for free?
Splendid, Mauser. Splendid. Hans, come.
Ziggy, your shirt is in disarray, and I don't think that you...
Oh, down.
Down.
Frau Hermann.
Emmeline, Dr. Delicious.
Emmeline, we're going to try something a little different this morning.
Oh, good. A new position?
I am going to say a word. You will say the first word that comes into your mind.
Is it the same penny for my thoughts deal as before?
Yes, certainly, as you wish.
Well, then, you owe me plenty, baby, plenty.
How would you feel about accepting candy?
Are you kidding? What do you think this is, free association?
Here. Now, I am going to say a word. You will say the first thing you think of, all right? Money.
Sex.
Sex? Why sex?
Money makes me think sexy things. Isn't that what you're paying me for? Want to hear the few of the sexy things I'm thinking? Get under the covers and I'll tell you all, Dr. Delicious.
Just tell me about the feelings. Don't forget, what cannot be remembered cannot be left behind.
I see. You want me to trace the origins of my feelings about money and sex, to go back to when I initially made the connection between the two in order to fully understand the basis for this behavior and the reasons for the juxtaposition of these two elements, i.e. money and sex in my unconscious. Is that it, Dr. Dazzling?
Why, yes. I think that is it.
Why didn't you say so? Just get under the covers and Emmeline will tell you all.
All right. Do you think it would be helpful?
J'insiste. Anyway, this is a bedtime story. It all started when I was just a little girl.
Hi, Papa.
Hello, darling.
This is my cat, Heidi.
She's very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My papa and I were always very close. I loved him very much. And of course he felt the same towards me. We had a little game. Every time I gave him a kiss, he would give me a penny. If I gave him 2 kisses, he gave me 2 pennies. 3 kisses, 3 pennies, and so on. Of course, a long kiss was worth more than a short kiss. One day I heard Mama and Papa arguing.
He loves me not. He loves me not.
Drinker, carouser, spending all your money on whores.
Jesus Christ, girl.
On whores. And that made you feel bad.
It burnt my ass to know that there were others getting a piece of the action. I thought I was his number 1 girl. I never spoke to my father again. He died a few months later.
It's very, very interesting, Frau Hermann, but I still don't quite see the connection.
My dear boy, it's called an original trauma.
Original trauma.
An original trauma is something that happened to me as a little child that has affected my adult behavior. Now do you see?
That's a fascinating concept. Original trauma. Frau Herrmann, are you still hypnotized?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I'm going to ask you to wake up. When you do, I want you to be able to both walk and talk, all right? 1, 2, 3. Wake up.
Oh, my goodness. What in the world are you doing in my bed?
Herr Herrmann.
What's going on?
I've good news. I've just discovered 2 very important things about your wife.
Don't tell me. I know. You're a whore. You're a slut!
No. What I discovered is that as a young child, she suffered from what I call an original trauma. It was this that has caused her strange behavior.
Whore! Whore!
So you see, once we get her to understand this unconscious confusion between love and money. Herr Herrmann, please, Herr Herrmann.
You promiscuous little hussy.
Get away from me! And the 2 of you will live happily ever after.
Touch me!
You were working much too much, my dear.
Dr. Bauer, you startled me.
You look pale, huh? In fact, you look peaked. When was the last time you had a physical?
Well, not since I was a little girl, but I feel fine, really, I do.
Well, it never hurts to be careful. I could give you a checkup. You disrobe and I will wash up.
No, really, I really feel good.
No, that's orders.
What is going on here?
Oh, nothing, my dear. I just want to give Miss Bernays a little checkup. She isn't feeling well.
Isn't that nice of Dr. Bauer? And I really feel fine. You look kind of peaked, though, Frau Freud. Ziggy, where have you been? I've been so worried about you.
I had to take Herr Herrmann to the morticians.
Oh, dear, why? Whatever for?
It seemed like a good idea. He is dead.
Oh. How is the Frau Herrmann?
Actually, she is quite well. In fact, she is almost cured. She is walking and talking and almost back to her old self again.
Well, that's very nice for you and her, isn't it?
Well, and Martha, did you tell him yet?
Never mind the fact your mother has had a change of heart. She thinks we should get married as soon as possible.
Martha, no! Oh, Mother, thank you. Oh, I knew once you got to know Martha the way I do, you'd learn to love her.
Don't exaggerate. It's just that it's time you were married. And she seems to be so available.
Oh, Ziggy, oh, I forgot to tell you. There's a patient waiting in your office now for a very long time.
Dr. Freud, I want to tell you something. A secret. Something I've never told anyone before in my life. But first, if you would be so kind as to come closer to me, I want to see your face, especially those lips.
What a surprise. My favorite patient has now turned into Herr von Beethoven. Why are you so fascinated with my lips?
Oh, I'm not really. You see, I'm deaf. I want to read your lips.
Oh, I see. Hard of hearing. Let me ask you something. Are you aware that you are considered the greatest composer in the world?
I heard that.
Good. And that women consider you a magnificent lover?
Oh, I heard that too.
You are also considered to be mean, ill-tempered, spiteful, arrogant, and cheap.
I didn't hear that.
Are you also aware that every time you pay me a little visit, it costs you 50 kroner?
I didn't hear that either.
I see. So you only hear what you want to hear. Very interesting. So what is this little secret of yours?
Doctor, I hate my music. Me, Beethoven. I hate Beethoven's music. Driving me crazy.
But everyone loves you. I love your symphonies, especially the one that goes bum ba ba bum.
That's the one. That's the one I hate. Da 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 dum, ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum. It's so boring. That's all I hear all day long. Ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Please try to relax. Go back in time. Think back to the first times that you ever heard bum 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 bum. Try to remember. Were you 6?
No, it was before that I heard it.
How far back can you remember?
Way back. I'm not even born yet. I'm in my mommy's womb, and I'm listening to a heartbeat. It's my mommy's heartbeat, and it's playing pa 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 pa, bum 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 bum, bum 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 bum. It's so sweet. Oh, and I love my mommy. And when I came out, I wrote it as a love song, you know, to my mommy. I love you so, you'll never know. I kiss your toe, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. But no, they had to make a symphony out of it and ruin my beautiful love song to my mommy. Ba-ba-ba-bum, 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 ba-ba-ba-bum.
All right, calm down. Please, calm down.
I hate ba-ba-ba-bum.
Some people don't know how to behave. I think I have a solution to your problem.
Oh.
Why don't you try to create a different kind of music? Something less serious, lighter, a new form of expression.
Dr. Freud, I've been working on a new rhythm, a new sound that dates back to prehistoric time. Yes, the heads of the groups of cavemen would beat out rock rhythms. And the other members of the group, the other ape-like figures, would sing out all their frustrations of life to the rock sound. Waka-lawa, yuka-poo, yoko-fi-kaka-mow-wow-wow-go-you-are-yuka-mo, rocks, music, that's it. Do you like it?
It's very stimulating. Very stimulating. How do you feel?
Very stimulated. Hi. Oh, doctor, you're ingenious. Thank you. You saved my life. Wrong cow. Lakabao, whoa. Rocks, music. Woko chiki, woko cow. Shoko, kiki chaka, laka, 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 laka. Agabuga, maka, wow, wow, wow. Chico, chico.
If future generations were ever to accept that kind of music, they would all surely go deaf.
Yes, it's very beautiful. Let me try blood.
Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, Doctor.
He still has beautiful eyes. What a waste. Don't you think so, my dear Helmut?
You're absolutely right, Doctor. It is really a waste.
Mazel tov, my son.
Thank you, my father. I think you may be the most beautiful woman in the room.
Maybe. There's no one here who can touch me.
Are you sure you want to go through with all this, Siggy? Don't be silly, Uncle Max.
And who are you?
Allow me, Fra Herman. Who are you?
Enrico Caruso. At your command.
Charmed, I'm sure.
No, I insist. It's my pleasure. Are you a virgin?
Sometimes.
I love you.
There's a place I've kept for you since I started dreaming. As we try, we will know what we have. What began as a glow is the fire we know. What we have will always be held inside forever. For all time, for our love, for what we
It was a beautiful wedding, wasn't it? I think they need each other.
I hope so.
Do you mind if I sing a few blocks with you?
I'm sorry. I have an appointment. Besides, my coach is waiting.
Oh, of course. Allow me, madam. Do you mind giving me a lift?
I'm sorry. My horse can't possibly take another passenger. He's far too tired.
Of course. How inconsiderate of me. I should have thought of that. There must be something I can do for you.
Why don't you push?
Push? Of course. What a wonderful idea. I should have thought of that myself. Excellent. I shall push. Oh, before I forget, I have an extra ticket for the opera next week. You may enjoy it. I'm singing. But now, I am pushing.
I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. That's the problem. Where is this? The bees and the birds. Bees and the birds. The birds and... Just do it. Let's see now. As a bee takes the pollen from one flower to the next. The birds, I can't remember what the birds are supposed to do. Ah, the hell with it. What's all this birds and bees nonsense got to do with my feelings towards this beautiful night? Life is simple. There's a lot of birds, and there's a lot of bees. If I had them all as patients, I'd be a wealthy man.
Siggy, don't you want to come to bed now?
Let me ask you, Martha, what would you think of psychiatry as a name for the branch of medicine I've discovered?
It's a wonderful name.
How would you spell it?
Psychiatry. P-S-Y-C-H-I-A-T-R-Y. Psychiatry. Now come to bed, Ziggy.
Yes, but I don't think it would do much good. I know I won't sleep.
Oh, Sicky, you silly goose. It's our wedding night and I'm still a virgin.
So am I.
Well, now, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Amazing. Absolutely smashing. Gadzooks, Massa. I have just discovered the single most important phenomenon in the history of mankind.
You have?
Now I understand why Beethoven...
I'm not following you.
Sex, the prime mover. Sex, the cause and the effect. Sex, the means and the end. Sex, the key that can unlock the mysteries of nature, of science, of the human mind. Quick, let's do it again before I lose my train of thought. Let me see if I can elucidate for you, my dear. You are familiar with my theory of the unconscious, that it controls what we do, what we say, every waking moment of our lives.
The unconscious, yes.
While we were making love, do you know what I was thinking of?
No.
Sex. Do you know what that means?
No.
It means that if the unconscious controls man, and sex is at the root of the unconscious, then it follows that sex controls everything. Do you see?
No.
Therefore, every problem of human behavior is sexual in nature. And you, my dear, have been very helpful in making this historic discovery. How can I ever thank you?
No.
You know, it's sad to think that it took till now to discover sex. I mean, think how whole generations of people might have benefited from it. My parents, your parents. Well, it does no good to bemoan the past. We must look to the future, to men, women, and children, to birds, to bees, to little monkeys in the trees. Life is short. We must count each day in multiple orgasms.
Don't you think it's odd that the audience is sitting up in the balcony and that we're the only two sitting down here?
Isn't it amazing? Well, to tell you the truth, I bought all the seats for myself. And those are my friends up there. Taka!
What would you do that for?
To make sure I could sit next to you.
You must be awfully rich.
Very rich. I own the theater also.
That's very interesting.
Yes, I thought it would be. Ah, the conductor.
An angel in the night, so sweet, so shy, that's what you are to me. My angel in the night, I'm lost when I look
look in your eyes. Oh, I have never seen someone so serene, someone so inviting. If I lose control of my heart and soul, would it be unwise? The sweet and blissful promise of your smile, bright as a star to me. Just open up your arms to love, and I'll find my guiding light. Hey, let me come alive with the joys that I've waited to discover. Angel in the night. Let me come alive with the joy that I've waited to discover. Lover, angel in the night.
My discovery of sex marks a big turning point in my career. Before long, I published a paper on human sexuality, and my name became known overnight throughout Vienna.
There goes that sex fiend Freud. Unspeakable pervert.
Sore mind. He should be thrown out of the medical profession.
He should be thrown out of Vienna.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Vicky, please, the neighbors.
The neighbors? I'm not worried about the neighbors. I'll get to them later. As my reputation grew, so did my practice. I had the great satisfaction of being able to help many troubled individuals to lead better, more productive lives. There was Herr Blaustein, the man who was afraid to masturbate because he had a crazy fear he would go blind.
Oh, Dr. Freud, thank you. For the first time in my life, I am a sexually aware person.
Thank you, Dr. Freud. You've totally cured me of kleptomania. I promise you, I shall never steal again.
There was Frau Rittenstrauser, a textbook case of sexually caused kleptomania, which I cured completely. I will never forget her last session.
Dear man, I have good news and nasty news. The nasty news is incredible as it may seem. I have discovered I am a latent homosexual.
Yeah.
And the good news is I'm crazy about you.
The more successful I became as a doctor, I found my work becoming increasingly intimate.
He became sexually aroused for the first time in 7 years and tried to jump on me. It was terrifying. Maybe I should have him put in a home, but I think if I do, he'll die. I might as well take a gun and shoot him myself. Oh, poor, poor Sheldon. It's so sad.
I'm sorry. Your hour is up.
Marcia, please, open the door.
Not on your life. Go away.
Please, Marcia, I have something I must explain to you.
If it's more about sex, I don't want to hear about it.
It has nothing to do with sex, I promise.
A word of honor?
My word of honor.
Cross your heart and hope to die?
Cross my heart, I hope to die.
All right.
But remember, you promised.
Oh, Martha. I've been such a fool. How can you ever forgive me? All this sex. I forgot about love. I've been very insensitive. I love you, Martha. And I promise you, I will never impose my sexual desires on you again.
Let's not get crazy. Sexual desires are sexual desires.
I love you, Martha.
Vicky.